Hello and welcome to this week's Namasté Home Zen feature. So just going to have a little talk about what yoga actually is. Now, yoga means yoke or union. So it's actually about the union of the mind, the body and the spirit, connecting them back together. So it's about reconnecting ourselves with our spirit, our true self, our inner self. And that spirit then has this universal connection to all that is. And this is what we are kind of aiming for, aiming to find, to find ourselves. And these have been tricky times. They still are tricky times. There is a lot kind of going on at the moment, and we don't actually know what is going on, what is going to happen. So a good thing to do at this time is something called Yoga Nidra. Now, Yoga Nidra is yogic sleep. That's what it actually means. It doesn't actually mean going to sleep. It means you lie down and you go through a process with your breath, with your mind. You go on what is called a rotation of consciousness. You take your mind around your body. So you increase and you tune into the pranic energy, the pranic flow. Your prana is your life force. And you tune into this. And this then helps you to kind of break down the barriers between the conscious and the subconscious mind. You lie still on the floor in the pose called Shavasana, just lying still, corpse pose, dead man's pose. You lie down with your arms away from your body, palms of the hands facing up, so that you're not picking up any kind of other sensations from anything else, and your feet are parted so that your toes can just be naturally at the sides. And you go into a very deep state called the hypnagogic state, which is that floaty place between being awake and being asleep. And it's here that you're able to kind of become conscious, be more aware of your subconscious mind. The mind that is kind of going on there in the background, that you can reprogram. It kind of leads you to what is right for you, what is good for you, depending on what your subconscious mind has programmed within it. So with Yoga Nidra, you can actually reprogram and set yourself what is called a sankalpa. It means making a vow to yourself. And so I'm going to just encourage you to just tune into yourself just for a moment. So just tuning into your breath. And you set yourself this sankalpa, whatever is right for you. You say a short positive statement. You say it in the present tense, as if whatever it is you want to come about has already happened, because somewhere out there it already has. And you say it to yourself 3 times. It can be something as simple as I am happy and healthy. It can be, you can have a materialistic sankalpa. There's nothing wrong with that. This is your life. If there's more, if you need more money, I am happy, healthy and abundant, and all my needs are met abundantly in all ways. And a materialistic or a kind of a physical sankalpa may take a little bit longer to come about, because it's of a denser vibration. Something that is more spiritual, more emotional may happen just like that. Who knows? This is down to you. We can do a sankalpa now, but a sankalpa made in Yoga Nidra, practiced in Yoga Nidra, comes true. And you say it at the beginning to plant the seed, you say it at the end to sow the seed. And the more often you do Yoga Nidra, the more often you say your sankalpa, the more likely it is to come about. So just kind of tuning into your breath, sitting up as straight as you can, let your shoulders be relaxed, just roll them up back back down and round a bit to loosen the shoulders, chin down and back a little. And just take some deep breaths. It's nice to have your hands resting like this, just for this purpose. So interlock like that bit between your thumb and the first finger, you just bring that together and just let your hands rest in your lap. Close your eyes and just focus on your breathing. Focus on your belly. You don't need to force the breath to come from the belly, just be aware of the belly. Feel the natural rise and fall of your breath coming from the belly. Tune into your breath. Be aware of your breath. Be aware of as the breath rises and as the breath falls. Now choose yourself a sankalpa. Say it to yourself now 3 times with feeling and emphasis. When you're done, just open your eyes. So just being aware that yoga is so much more than the physical. That union of the mind, the body, the spirit. Give yourself some time to work with this, to find your own true nature and what is right for you. Thank you.